I think what you're referring to, Tazeen, is the danger of us making religion an idol, making the rituals, the outer forms, an idol, and losing sight of the purpose of worship, the purpose of fasting, the purpose of pilgrimage, etc. That all of this is presented to us as a very elegant and comprehensive spiritual training system. But it's so important that we understand the purpose and understand about, I would say, the nature of consciousness, the nature of the self. We need a certain meta teaching, it seems, to grasp each of these practices in their proper perspective. And it's not as if the Prophet, peace be upon him, and other of the saints didn't speak it clearly. They did, but often we couldn't really hear the meaning of their words. There's a hadith that says, if it were not for the dispersion of your hearts and your excessive speaking, you would hear what I hear. If it were not for the dispersion of your heart and your excessive speaking, meaning the activity of your busy mind, your inner talking, and all of that, except for those things, you would hear what I hear. What did he hear? He heard the divine revelation. He heard through Gabriel, a message about the nature of reality. And he also says another hadith. He said, if it was not for the shaitans hovering around the hearts of human beings, they would be able to see the divine kingdom. Now, shaitans are those, shall we say, negative thought forms, any negative thought which, in a sense, acquire a reality, a substantiality of their own if we think them often enough. And we're not talking here about the devil. We're talking about the little shaitans that plague us, and which we have helped to create. And we when we give them our attention, we give them our life force, our energy. And so he's saying, if it were not for all of this hovering around you, you would be able to see the malakut, that is the divine kingdom, the eternal state of things, the realm of the divine names. You would be living in that other reality, would be part of this reality. Two worlds would become one world. And that should be our true state, where we feel the interpenetration of the realm of the divine attributes, the divine names, penetrating and manifesting in this material existence, because we're not exclusively invested only in the material existence, but we see the material existence as a theater of divine manifestation. We see all of this is happening within God. All of this is the action of God. And when we know that, well, then we know that.